Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to talk about how to become your best self. So there's many ways to word this, what best self means, but I like to say that this is your authentic self, your higher self, your true self. And a lot of people are probably wondering what exactly does that mean, because aren't we always the best self that we can be in that moment? And that's true. We are usually doing the best we can, but there is always room for improvement. And if you are someone who knows that you could do some improvements and you want to do improvements and become a better you, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. Step 1. Discover your authentic self and life purpose through journaling. So life purpose is something I talk about a lot, and I tie this in with becoming your authentic self, because when you live your life purpose, that is the, let's just say, like, you are at your highest potential, because that's what you came here to do, and that really makes everything better. So I like to talk about journaling a lot. I've actually got another YouTube channel, but I don't really do videos on that anymore. But I have a course on how to use journaling to make your life better. And I talk about journaling a lot because it's that important. I think it's the #1 way that you can find out who you are, who you really are, your authentic self. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that too. So many people, I like to say it as, like how I used to be. I used to just kind of sleepwalk through life pretty much. Like, I didn't really live for myself. I followed all the rules. Well, that's a separate thing, but like, I mean, I don't want to go too deep into what I mean by that, because it's not that I didn't follow rules, but I didn't follow my heart, I guess is a better way to put it. And the older I got, the more I became my authentic self and learned my life purpose, which is to share this information with you. So journaling is one of the best ways that you can do, that you can achieve that. The next step is to work on any mental health issues or past trauma. This is very important, because if you have issues getting in the way, they're going to prevent you from getting any further. And you might not really know or realize that they're there or how they're affecting you, but they will pop up. When you are journaling, when you are learning who you really are, things will pop up and you will find out if you have any past traumas. Triggers are another thing. If you are easily triggered by something specific, or if you have just anything that bothers you, like if maybe you are the toxic person. Sometimes you get into a relationship and you might be the person that is hurting the other one. So if you are, that's why journaling is so important, because you can really get down to the cause of why things are not working in your life, maybe why you have relationship problems, maybe why you have other types of problems, job problems. So that is a crucial step, is to work on any of those health issues, mental, emotional, traumatic things from your past. And that all comes up in journaling. Step 3 is to create a lifestyle of healthy habits and self-care practices. So why is this important to finding your best self? Because when we are living our best self, we should be healthy. It's all in, the whole holistic wellness thing. Everything's connected. So if you have a healthy body, you will have a healthy mind, you will have a healthy soul. And these healthy habits are for all three, body, mind, and soul. And all of them need self-care. And so when you create a lifestyle of these things, that is the foundation of your life. And you can't really become the best version of yourself unless you are taking care of yourself, body, mind, and soul. And then the last step is to keep learning, growing, and evolving. And that might be a surprise that that's an actual step, but I needed to include it because it's important to know that we can't just have a goal, reach the goal, and then what? Then, you might become depressed because you might become stagnant. You might feel like, well, now I don't know what to do. Now I'm lost. The key is that we never ever stop growing, or at least we shouldn't. I'm a firm believer that we should always be improving ourselves and learning. Learning is key. And this is why I love to share information, because when I grew up, I think I was given the wrong information and it didn't feel right to me. And I always had this deep down desire to learn more. And the more that I learn, the more I know that there's so much more to learn. And it becomes an addiction almost. Like I love YouTube. I can't believe how many videos I have watched and learned from that have expanded my mind, mind expansion is one of the best ways to keep your mental wellness in check. So that's just a tip for you there. So now let's move on to talk about the 3 things that become like the foundations here. So the first one is journaling. So journaling gives you that emotional and creative expression, which is important because we're not healthy mentally unless we express our emotions, because our emotions is energy in motion. That is what emotion means. So when you are processing your emotions, you need to let them out, and that is what journaling is good for. Journaling is also good for creative expression. So a lot of people really like to write poetry or create art, music, write books, make videos, whatever you need to do to become creative. Because I think in a perfect world, if we all had an option to not have to have jobs, I believe that we would all be creative. We would all be artists in some way. So that is crucial to the path of self-discovery. And then planning. So this is what actually creates the lifestyle. So you might have heard the phrase that you are what you repeatedly do. And that is why I am such a big proponent of planning. Also, the fact that they've proven with studies that people who use planners, people who write things down, get it in writing, have action steps, have goals, and write them down, that is what creates success. Like, success is more possible when you do that. And so that's why I talk about planning so much. And that's why I create and sell planners. And then continuous growth, of course, like I said, all of these things are in a spiral. Life grows in a spiral. If you've ever noticed in nature, things don't just grow up, they grow around in a circle. That's the energy that's making it do that. And some examples of that would be if you've ever looked at the top of someone's head, you can see that their hair, the pattern of their hair is actually growing in a spiral. There's like a point in the middle, and then the rest kind of spirals around it. And you've seen like shells and, things in nature, like the sunflower insides, like so many things in nature. Even our galaxy is a spiral galaxy. So that is what I mean by continuous growth and learning, where it's not linear, like it's not in a straight line. And healing is that way as well. I should have put healing on that list because that's also one where, you'll make some progress, but then you're going to take a step back. There's always going to be setbacks, but then you'll make more progress. And then there'll always be problems some more, and then you'll make more progress. That is growth. That is how life works. And that is why it's not just a linear path to get to your highest self. You will struggle. You will have a lot of struggles. And it's a lifelong journey. It's really a lifelong transformation. So now we're going to look at the right information is the key to learning. Like, you can't start this without the right information. And also the right structure, which is why I talk about planners so much and journals and all that. And then you also need the right support. These are the 3 components to really any goal. And for the goal of finding your highest self, your best self, these also apply. And I can help you with all 3 of these, and I will show you now what I can help you with. So, I have information that is simple, time-tested knowledge. It's easy to implement into your life, and all of the things listed here are free. Of course, I've got a website with free articles. You're on YouTube here, so just be sure to check out more of my videos. I've got probably, I might have over 100 now. I haven't even counted. I also provide starter printables for free, which is like a starter pack of all of the things to help you live a holistic lifestyle, and that includes, you know, finding your life purpose, living your highest self, all that. I also have a mini course which teaches all the same stuff but more in depth, and that's free as well. And then I've got a couple free ebooks that are specific to the topic. So if you don't have any money to spend on any of this, then that's a good place to start. And you can go right to my website and find of course, the blog, and then the freebies, which will be listed under the freebies section. So I also have some products for download. These are inexpensive printables. When I say inexpensive, most of them are under $10. I've got a couple toolkits, the toolkits are like collections of articles, videos, some lessons from my online courses, and some printables as well. So the toolkits there's 2 of them currently. One of them is how to build a self-care routine, because self-care is one of the components of living a holistic lifestyle. It's very important. And then the other one is to how to live in alignment with nature. Nature is the underlying, how should we say, the lens of how you would live. That might be a weird way to put it, but basically it's living in alignment with nature is what helps to create a life of holistic wellness. I've also got a couple of online courses. I've got one on journaling, like I mentioned, because journaling is so important. And I've also got one on just all of the information that I know, and that's called Holistic Lifestyle Basics. And that also includes, you know, information on learning your life purpose, how to become the best version. And you know, the best version of yourself is really what happens when you live a holistic lifestyle. It's just the result of it. So I kind of those are interchangeable terms to me. And I also have this is for support. If you want support as far as other people to talk to or me, you can ask me anything in the group. So if you go to Facebook and search for Holistic Lifestyle Guide, I have a page where I share information, but I also have a group of people, so that's a great place if you want to get in touch with me. And if you want to learn more about how to find your life purpose, I've got a video just about that, because that is going to be helpful for you since you watched this one. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.